Hey folks, I hope you're taking good care of yourself today. Are you looking for ways to fill up your crafting bag and make some decent gold? Then you've come to the right place. In Best Farming Spot Ever, we will test various farming spots, evaluate and rate them on our quest to find the best farming spot ever. Instead of picking an entire zone, we will be focusing on small contained areas within zones to provide consistency and replicability.
Try this at home. Mom.
We will focus on this selection of materials as they are the most interesting and as an attempt to keep it concise. We will be running in a full speed build and naturally have the necessary champion point perks as well. That sound interesting? This is episode 2 of Best Farming Spot Ever. Welcome to the second episode of Best Farming Spot Ever. Today we are going to have a look at Khenarthi's Roost, and this is already a bit of a special episode because today I didn't just bring you a single farming route, but a whopping 4, which gives you plenty of options in this zone. You can find Khenarthi's Roost in the south of Tamriel as an island off the coast. I think it's part of the Starter Islands, which evidently I forgot to mention in the first episode. I mean, you guys could have corrected me, man. Just for once I would like to work with the fucking professionals! You won't need any DLCs for this zone, so any player can go and farm about. I have made some adjustments to the format, so it's hopefully easier to digest. Let's get started with the 4 different spots I have prepared for you for Khenarthi's Roost. This time I won't run you through each spot individually because that'd drag on for way too long, and unlike Strosmic High, these routes are way less deterministic, meaning you don't need to follow a specific path of resource nodes. Before we get to the first spot, please be aware that I tested each spot for 30 minutes instead of 60 and extrapolated the data to reflect 60 minutes of farming. Alright, we are starting with the first route, which is in the west of the region, which we will call the West Walk. I tried to mostly follow the mining nodes and took everything along the way. The second route is in the east, called Eastern Earnings. Here is the path that I roughly followed. Centrist Central is our third route, which is quite a bit smaller than our previous ones, and it's located north of the Central Way Shrine right here. And lastly, the Roost Rally route is not actually a route, but rather a control route where I didn't follow any path whatsoever and just followed the resource nodes I found. Keep in mind that this was done after the other 3 routes, so I already knew my way around and had an idea where I would find nodes. You won't be getting a sped up farming run this time. Instead, I decided to put up the farming windows and let them race each other while I give you my initial thoughts. I didn't put up a sped up farming route this time, however there is still some minor flickering in this footage due to me opening the map while I was farming. Perhaps I have to work with a minimap in the future, but be advised that there is some slight flickering, so just close your eyes for like 1.5 minutes. So, for my initial thoughts for Khenarthi's Roost, I have to say the resource node density is very high and the respawns are great as well due to it being a starter zone. It can be considered a hybrid area with almost all resource nodes being plentiful. What I noticed though, however, is that mobs are oftentimes around resource nodes, and which makes farming sometimes a bit frustrating. And what almost immediately became apparent is that liking the video and subscribing to the channel is immensely profitable. Okay then, let's have a look at the results. First, let's rate the spots by node distribution. Rubberite ore made up most of the materials farmed for West Walk, making it earn a deserved 2 out of 3 points. 408 rough ruby ash and 42 hardwood results in 2 out of 3 points as well. Enchanting with 20 tar and 18 mundane runes gets 0 out of 3 points. 316 raw ancestor silk earns a 2 out of 3 points as well. And lastly, 14 columbine and an unfortunate 0 violet copernus earns 1 out of 3 points. Eastern Earnings is much of the same, with differences being Alchemy earning 2 out of 3 points due to 22 Columbine and 4 Violet Copernus, Enchanting getting 1 out of 3 instead of 0, and Rough Ruby Ash and Hardwood with 510 and 70 respectively, earning a full 3 out of 3 points. Central Centrist points with an extraordinary 914 rubedite ore and 590 platinum dust, granting it 3 out of 3 points. Cloth gets a 1 out of 3 with 112 units. Alchemy again gets 2 out of 3 with an almost identical yield. As for wood, we are looking at 2 out of 3 with 456 rough ruby ash and 58 hardwood. And lastly, once again, enchanting with 1 out of 3 points. And last but not least, the Roost rally just barely makes it to 2 out of 3 points for rubedite, a full 3 out of 3 for wood due to 638 ruby ash and a whopping 90 hardwood. Alchemy gets 2 out of 3 due to 28 columbine, enchanting is in for 1 out of 3, and lastly cloth gets a 2 out of 3 for 236 ancestor silk. Extrapolated to 60 minutes, the West Walk amounted to 14,552 points. Eastern earnings surpasses by a sliver with 14,764. Central Centrist takes the cake with an amazing 17,238 points, and for our control route Roost Rally we ended with 15,582 points. For the winner Central Centrist, that means you can expect roughly 155,997 gold plus non-tracked materials, as for PC EU prices for May 6th, 2025. That tells us that the Central Centrist route is the best Khenarthi's Roost has to offer, but well, at least for what I've been testing. But it also tells us that you don't necessarily need a specific route to adhere to. If you'd like, you can just enter the zone and farm willy-nilly and should still come up with decent results, provided you have an idea where some more hidden nodes can be found. As for rankings, Central Centrist misses the rank 1 spot by a mere 500 points, earning it rank 2. Roost Rally gets to rank 3, whereas Eastern Earnings and West Walk make for 4th and 5th place for the time being. All that remains now is to ask you guys, what do you think of this spot? Have you been here before, or do you even perhaps know a better route that I didn't cover? Let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to like and subscribe if you would like to catch future episodes as well, and if you'd like to support me further, consider becoming a member of the channel. It starts as low as $1.99, comes with a few benefits and makes videos like these possible. You can find the link among my Twitch and Discord in the description. And now, as always, I leave you with, I hope you have a great day, I hope you have an awesome day, you take care of yourself, and I will see you next time.